Hey friends, so this message seems simple, but is it? Because I don't know about you, but I have spent way too much time in the past investing in people who did not invest in me. Accepting things that were unacceptable, really. Wasting time trying to fix situations where I should have stayed silent because it wasn't worth the effort, and so on. Why is it so hard to learn this lesson? Why is it so hard to just say, you know what, I'm not getting what I want from this, so I'm out? Because none of us are naturally quitters, and when it comes to emotional investments, we tend to want to give people the benefit of the doubt and chances aplenty to invest in you the way you do in them. But here's the thing, if you spend your time and resources on people in your life that you have to try that hard with, it leaves you so little space and energy for the things and people that you should be spending those precious commodities on. You end up exhausted and frustrated, especially since most of the time you know in your heart that you deserve better. You already know the way other people treat you is generally not a statement about you at all. It's a statement about who they are as a person. It's a reflection of their own journey. And here's a newsflash. You don't have to take that on, no matter who they are or how long you have known them. It's funny, the more some folks try to convince you of how much they are not a bad person, the more your antenna should be up. One, because they are usually saying this when they are doing something unkind or disrespectful to you. I mean, really? And two, I don't know about you, but some of the most insensitive a-holes that I have ever met have spent a considerable amount of time trying to convince me of what a nice, kind person they are when their actions have shown otherwise. It's much like those who are always talking about how much money they have or how smart or successful they are. When you are these things, you don't have to be telling people all the time. Everyone knows. So who are you trying to convince? Anyway, you teach people how it is acceptable for them to treat you, and when you continue to invest in the people who do not invest in you, you are allowing them to siphon off your precious energy. And I say precious energy because as you get older, you realize that your time here on earth is a lot shorter than you think. Just like your energy, time is way too precious of a resource to squander. Friends, you don't get it back. So why waste a single drop of either on anyone who doesn't respect you or appreciate what you bring to the table? And listen, it isn't going to be easy sometimes. We invest in people emotionally, and when they do not reciprocate that effort or do us wrong, it hurts. Believe me, I get it. But let me clue you in on something I learned this year. Well, I already knew it actually, but it needed to be pulled from the mental hard drive and put front and center. Giving more of what someone already doesn't appreciate does not suddenly make them realize the worth of what they have in front of them. A few weeks ago, I shared a message where I discussed why you need to let people lose you sometimes. And you know, sometimes you really do. Losing anything that is not serving you or that doesn't appreciate you is never actually a loss. With time, you will come to realize how much this is true. In fact, sometimes this loss is exactly what you need to have happen so you can get unstuck and stop accepting things you aren't okay with. Friends, a new year is on the horizon. As you look at 2022 in the rear view, make a promise to yourself that it is going to be the last year that you accept anything less than you deserve. The last year that you make bad investments. The last year you will allow people to give you BS excuses about how and why they can't with you, but they can with someone else. The last year you tolerate disrespect or participate in anything that is one-sided or makes you feel unloved, unappreciated, or anything less than you know you deserve. The last year you make time and effort for people who never make it for you unless they want something. The last year you waste trying to prove you are good enough for anyone when the question you should be asking is, are they good enough for me? As you sit down to write your New Year's resolutions this year, put making good investments at the top of your list because frankly, it deserves to be there. And you deserve to be surrounded by people who invest in you, who value you, appreciate you, support you, and love you. That's all I've got for you this week. I will be back next week with another priority message. Until then, take good care of yourselves. Bye.